Good morning students, welcome back in our science online class. Today we are going to learn very important part of our lesson, that is how nutrients are replenished by plant. How nutrients are replenished. Now nutrients that already we have learned. Okay, nutrients are required for the growth and development. It may be animal, it may be plant. So our nutrients are different. We require nutrients like carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, etc. At the same time, plants also require nutrients, but their nutrients are different than animals. So what kind of nutrients they require? So they require the nutrients like nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus, which is also called NPK. N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus and K for potassium. So these are the main nutrients required by the plants for their growth. Okay, so whatever the plants they are growing in the field, okay, whatever the crops, instead of plants we will use the word crops. So whatever the crops are growing in the field, they require nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium for their well growth, because these nutrients increase the fertility of soil. Now what is fertility of soil, students? Fertility of soil means capacity of growing crops. Capacity of growing crops. If the soil is fertile, now fertile soil means what, student? Fertile soil means the soil which contains enough amount of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. If the soil contains enough amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, that soil is called fertile soil. Means that soil has good capacity of growing crops. And in such a soil, crops can grow well and farmer can get more yield also. But by growing yearly plants, okay, farmer continuously grow the crops in their field. So by growing these crops, whatever the nutrients are there, that nutrients are utilized by the plants. So one day what will happen? The nutrients will exhaust or finish. Yes or no, students? Suppose one glass milk is there, and with the help of straw just you are sucking the milk. So what will happen? One time will come, at that time you are going to finish whole milk inside the glass and the glass become empty. Yes or no? Same way, crops utilize the nutrients, and that's why the day by day the nutrients become less or more in the soil? Less. So how to replenish that nutrients in the soil? How to add that nutrients in the soil? So to increase the nutrients in the soil, okay, we need to add some artificial, means man-made nutrients in the soil, or that is called the fertilizers. So by adding fertilizers in the soil, we can increase the fertility of soil. So what type of fertilizers are available in market? So NPK fertilizer is available, and second thing, urea is also available. If you add these fertilizer in the soil, so these fertilizers enrich the soil and become fertile. If you buy the NPK, so you can add the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. And if you add the urea in the soil, so at that time you can add only the, if you mix the urea in the field, so crops can get only the nitrogen. So urea means only nitrogen is there. Okay. Now by adding fertilizers and manures, manure means organic manure like cow dung cake, yes or no? So that kind of, or compost. If you add the compost also, by adding the compost also, you can increase the fertility of soil. So here first thing, how to replenish the nutrients? By adding the fertilizers and manure. So just now I said you can mix the fertilizers like NPK and urea, manure like compost, cow dung. So by adding these fertilizers and manure, we can increase the fertility, or we can fertility of the soil, or we can replenish the nutrients in the soil. Okay students, I hope you understood. Now second method. Second, nitrogen can be replenished in the soil by growing leguminous crops. See students, already you know the composition of air. So near about 78% nitrogen present in the air. Okay, and there is a lot of percentage of, if you compare to the remaining gases, the nitrogen gas percentage is more. Even though that atmospheric nitrogen cannot be utilized by the plants. So lot of nitrogen is present, but this nitrogen is in the form of gas, that is called the atmospheric nitrogen. And this atmospheric nitrogen plants are unable to use, but it is very essential for the plant. So leguminous plants, those are the leguminous plants, pod bearing plants like peas, pulses. So this kind of plants have nodules on their roots, and inside these root nodules a special type of bacteria lives. And what is the name of that bacteria? Rhizobium bacteria. This rhizobium bacteria converts atmospheric nitrogen into the soluble form of nitrogen. This bacteria is very important for the leguminous plants, because these bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen which is present in the air and convert into the soluble form of nitrogen or compound nitrogen, that is called the nitrates, and that nitrogen utilized by the plant for the growth. So rhizobium bacteria provides some nitrogen for the growth of the plant, and some nitrogen mixes into the soil, and that's why the farmer no need to add nitrogen later. Suppose this year if he is growing the leguminous crops in his field, so next year no need to add nitrogen in his field. where the leguminous plants were grown. Is it clear? So leguminous plants required nitrogen more for the making of proteins as well as for the growth also. So this way the plants, or this way the nitrogen can be replenished in the field, and the soil gets the nitrogen by the rhizobium bacteria. Okay students, so I hope you understood how nutrients are replenished by two methods. So first one method is by adding manure and fertilizers like NPK, urea, compost. Okay, and second method by second method, nitrogen can be replenished in the field or soil by growing the leguminous plants. Okay students, so I hope you understood today's part. Remaining part will continue in our next video.